Tanner Fix It here. I'm coming at you today with a deck list in Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. This is Batteryman. This is a deck that I've been running lately, and it has found me great success. I don't think I've lost many duels with this deck. It's extremely consistent. It's just very good overall. So let's go ahead and get into the cards. First we have, for the boss monsters, we got Batteryman Industrial Strength. It's a level 8 light type Thunder, 2600 attack, 0 defense. And its effect is this card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except for removing from play 2 Batteryman monsters from your graveyard. Once per turn, you can remove from play 1 Thunder type monster from your graveyard to destroy 1 monster and 1 spell or type card on the field. This is basically like the BLS of Batteryman, except for you don't get to banish. It's just you get to pop 2. And the condition says you have to pop a monster and a spell or trap, not one and or the other. So you basically just banish 2 from your graveyard, and another interesting thing to note is that you have to, for its effect, you have to remove from play 1 Thunder type, so it can be any other Thunder monster, not just Batteryman. And next we've got Guardian of Order, a level 4 light type warrior, 2500 attack, 1200 defense. I think this is a staple for all light decks. It just gives you some more power. And if you control 2 lower light type monsters, you can special this card from your hand. You can only control 1 Guardian of Order. Pretty simple, but I like it. It adds a little bit of presence, field presence to the deck, as well as some power to get over those high attack point monsters. Next we've got Batteryman Fuel Cell. If you control 2 or more Batteryman monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can tribute 1 other Batteryman monster to return 1 card your opponent controls to the hand. Basically, you're compulsed for this deck. It's not so much a beater as you use it to make you spam rank 6 with it. You can swarm the field. You can just lay down an extra attack. Works the same way as Guardian of Order. You get to control 2 Batteryman monsters, which in theory you could pretty much summon both because all Batterymans are light types. But yeah, you just use this to spam 6 like Photon Strike Bouncer and Gauntlet Launcher. So. Alright, so onto the lower level monsters, we've got Thunder Seahorse, level 4 light type Thunder, 1600 attack, 1200 defense. You can discard this card, add 2 level 4 light type Thunder monsters with the same name with 1600 or less attack from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect with Thunder Seahorse once per turn. You can't special summon during the turn you activate this effect. So this card helps to restructure your hand if you've got something dead, but the bad thing is you can't special summon during that turn. So normally you're going to want to have another monster in your hand till they face down, or you have a trap like Mirror Force or Deep Prison, or just something to protect you. One thing I do like about this deck is I think I've never had a dead hand for more than at least like maybe a turn or 2. I don't think I've ever had a dead hand that long, because this deck is just so good at pulling the cards you need. It's got very high draw power, and I really like it. But we got Mahunder, Pahunder. We are running these. If you don't know what they are, level 4 light type Thunder. You can once per turn you can normal summon 1 additional level 4 light type Thunder monster from your hand, except Mahunder as an additional normal summon. So this card's really good at swarming. You can go Mahunder, Pahunder, Mahunder, Pahunder, Mahunder, level 4 if you really wanted to. I mean, it's a really inefficient use because I don't know what you're gonna do with all those besides spam some XYZ action. But you don't want to use them up too quickly because they can make some pretty nice plays in the late game. But Pahunder does the same thing. It's just you can't special summon another copy of this from your hand. Normally what you're going to want to do is go Mahunder, Pahunder, and then and some other level 4 monster like 9-volt or AAA. Okay, so Batteryman 9-volt, we've got when this card is summoned from the graveyard, special summon, whatever, you can add 1 Batteryman monster from your deck to your hand, and if you do, this card's attack and defense become double its original attack and defense, which are 1000 and 1000 in case I forgot to mention. And you can only use this effect of Batteryman 9-volt once per turn. During your end phase, destroy this card. I like this card is one of the things that gives this deck so much draw power. You can restructure your hand, just throw this down, lay an attack out, and then it goes to your graveyard during the end phase, but that's okay. Another interesting thing to note is if you summon this from your graveyard or anywhere else during your opponent's turn, it doesn't get destroyed until your turn. And you still get to add the card, and you still get to do it again in your next turn, and it still has 2000 attack, so it's pretty nice to defend yourself and restructure your hand for the next turn. And the next one we have is AAA. It's a level 4 light type Thunder with 0 attack, 0 defense. When this card is no more summoned or flip face up, you can special summon 1 Batteryman AAA from your hand or graveyard. This is another one of the ones you're going to want to add to your hand because it lets you do rank 4s plays really easily, from your hand or graveyard. So whenever your XYZ gets destroyed, you still have another one left in your deck, so you can go ahead and some more of those and recycle it again. And the next one we have is Batteryman Microcell. It's a level 1. This is really our stall monster, but basically you're going to want to set it because it's level 1, 100 attack, 100 defense, and it has a flip effect that says whenever you, especially someone, when this card is flipped face up, flip, especially someone 1 level 4 or lower Batteryman monster from your deck, except Batteryman Microcell. After this card has been flipped face up, when it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, draw 1 card. So it really helps you. Like I said, helps you set up for your next turn. You can use this special summon a 9-volt, you get to add a monster, and then you get to draw another card, so it's really nice to go plus with. You get +2, and then you're pretty much safe for a turn, because unless they have 2 monsters to attack over your 2000 point 9-volt, then you're pretty much safe, plus you get +2. Alright, and now onto spells and traps. We have staples, we've got Dark Hole, Mystical Space Typhoon, and Book of Moon. For the regular or other spells, we have Battery Charger. Pay 500 life points for summon 1 Batteryman monster from the graveyard. I love this card. It's totally worth it. You know, you can go 9-volt effect works from the graveyard, so you can go Battery Charger to 9-volt, add a monster, and then just go ham on whatever play you've got in your hand. It's really good. You can also special summon your boss monsters like Fuel Cell, Industrial Strength, whatever you need to do with it. It's really great. It's only 500 life points. Why the fuck not use it? We run 3 of those. Because it's so good. And next we've got Short Circuit. Activate only if you have 3 or more face-up Batteryman monsters. Destroy all cards your opponent controls. I don't think this card needs much explanation. I mean, you can already swarm the field ridiculously easy. You can go AAA, summon another one, and then summon your Fuel Cell from your hand. Bada bing, bada boom. Got 3 monsters. Short Circuit. You know, it's whatever. You can do it with whatever thing you need because these monsters are so easy on the field. Run 2 of those. Recycling batteries. Add two Thunder monsters with 1500 less attack from your graveyard in your hand. This is really good because you can search out pretty much everything except for your boss monsters and Thunder Seahorse. And this applies to Thunder monsters, not just Batteryman. So it's really good. And then we got 2 MST. On the traps, we've got 2 Mirror Force, Deep Prison, Fiendish Chain, Call of the Haunted, Bribe. And then other 2 traps I teched in here were Portable Battery Pack. Select 2 Batteryman monsters from your graveyard and special summon them in attack position. When this card is removed from the field, destroy those monsters. When both of those monsters have been removed from the field, destroy this card. So it's pretty much XYZ. Why wouldn't you? I mean, they're gonna get destroyed, so why the fuck not? So yeah, that's our other traps. Now onto the extra deck. We've got 1 number 62 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, because we do have level 8s in this deck. We've got 4 of them, and they're relatively easy to summon. So, and then we also run Tachyon. We run Heretic Sun Dragon Overlord. I thought I had a Belgran, but that's another card you can run in here if you want. I'm full, so I can't put anything else. We've got Photon Strike Balancer and Gauntlet Launcher because level 6 XYZ. What else is there, you know? We've got just throwing me off because they changed the name from what the card says to Star Sarah Century. This is good. It's got 3 level 4 light types. It's pretty much a Star Leash, but more of a beater, and it also has 3 XYZ materials, and you only have to attach 1. Also, you can detach all the XYZ materials from this card to avoid it being destroyed, and you have any battle damage you take. So it's kind of like Honor Arc in that similarity, but not nearly anywhere as good, which we do have Honor Arc, because Honor Arc is just fucking broken and needs to be removed from the game. But and then we have 3 Star Leash. He's probably going to be the main monster you're going to want to spam onto the field because he's good. He's like the most versatile, one of the most versatile level 4 light type monsters. You know, you can do a lot of things with this. Plus you go +1 whenever it gets destroyed. So you know, it's just a good card. It's a good card. We've got Lovable Chain. You can send 1 card from deck to the graveyard. Choose 1 monster from on top of your deck. This can be used to get out your Guardian of Orders or your Batteryman, and it could also be used for your set up a AAA play, send something to the grave, or whatever you need to do. Just, you know, do things. Gaga Cowboy because he makes people cry, and Gem Knight Pearl and Gaga Giga the Risen because you can't Fiendish Chain these. They have really good stats. If you just need a beater to knock the shit out of your opponent, these guys are who you're gonna go for. This is 3 level 4s and it's 2 level 4s. So, and this is pretty much a blue eyes. So yeah. And that is my Batteryman deck. I really like this deck. It's really consistent. Like I said, it helps you restructure your hand a lot. And that's about all I have to say. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, let me know what you think. Any cards you think I should add in here. I don't have a side deck because I don't really play matches. I just play singles. But yeah. So that's my deck. See you next time.